Hey fishing friends, welcome back to eFishin. I'm Rodney and we're here in the office today and we're going to sling a little paint and we're going to kind of recreate this Megabass Elegy Bone here, but we're going to put it on this rock crawler knockoff blank that I got from Sugar Tip Lures and see what we can do with that. I've caught a lot of fish on this thing down at Del Hollow. If y'all haven't seen that video out in the spring, go check that one out. It's up here. We did pretty well on this one right here, and it's pretty well chewed up. So we're going to put it on this rock crawler. Let's get to it. Let's go painting. All right, to get started here, we're just going to use 4 paints on this one. So this is a real easy pattern. The first one is this Createx fluorescent yellow. The next one is this golden high flow in carbon black. And then we're going to use this Vallejo, the shifters paint, in electric blue and intense violet. And then the last color we got here to add some bars on the side is this Createx pearl white, and that's all we're going to use. It's 4 colors, pretty easy. So we've got our rock crawler blank here, knockoff that is, and it's from Sugar Tip. And all I've done to this thing is we're going to leave it clear because we want this kind of be a ghost cat pattern since it's that Elegy Bone. And all I've done is just tape the bill off. And then I would just wipe the blank down with some isopropyl alcohol just to get any fingerprints or oil or anything like that off. So let's get started. I wanted to show you guys something that I've been using to paint baits with. And it's this Oni Labs MX Mini. And it's just a little vortex mixer. And all you do to mix your paint up, and this is real handy, you put this thing on there and it'll mix your paint up. You don't have to sit here and, you know, shake the thing up. But I'll just lay it on there and different ways just to get different parts of the paint mixed up. And so far it seems like the paint is mixed up really well with this, and I'm not shaking my arm off so much with it. So if you're looking for one of them, I'll leave a link down there in the comments or description or something, and I'll show you what I got. All right, start off with, we're going to start on the bottom and we're going to paint this belly of this thing chartreuse. We've got our fluorescent yellow in here. And it takes a little bit to build these colors up, so we're just going to do that, and we'll let you see that when we get done with that. Alright, I think we've got the belly painted chartreuse, and you can see that kind of comes through the bait some, which is what we wanted. So we're going to heat set that, and then we'll be right back after we get the brush cleaned out, and we'll go to the next step. Y'all hang on. Alright, our next color we got loaded up in here is this carbon black, and we just got a little bit because we're going to paint the back of it. Here we go. Alright, we've got the back painted black and our belly chartreuse. We're moving right along. We're going to heat set that and we'll be right back. Alright, our next color here is this Vallejo, the shifters, electric blue to intense violet. Now the reason we put the black on the back of this thing is that these things need a black base to be able to show up. So we're going to put that on and see what it looks like. Alright, there it is. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it goes from, it shifts colors there, so it looks pretty cool. We're going to heat set it, and then we'll be right back. I want to say one thing about this color shifter paint. It's pretty thin, so you kind of got to go slow with it, and it seems like you got to build it up a little bit, so just keep that in mind if you're using it. Alright, the last thing we're going to do here is, well, this Elegy Bone has this kind of wishbone shaped pattern on the white. You can pick that up. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to add some bars with this here comb. And, well, it just kind of makes it mine, and I'd rather have bars on it, I think. I've done a few crankbaits with silver and white pearl and all that on them, and they've turned out really well. So we've got our pearl white here. We've got it loaded up in the gun. We've thinned it down a little bit with some reducer. One thing about these pearls is they can be a little bit tricky to shoot, and they like to be thinned, at least in my experience. Somebody else might have a different one, but here we go. All we're going to do is we're going to line this comb up here right past the eye there. We're going to lay it down there and get it lined up, and we're just going to start spraying. Right like that, and we've got some lines on it. So I'm going to take the comb, just going to wipe it off here, because we're probably going to turn it around. We don't want any of that going through on our other side. So we're just going to take our bait, turn it around here, line it up. Got our comb here. Line it right like that. Right there we go. We've got some lines on it. The next thing we got to do here is to paint some eyeballs on this thing. So I guess I kind of lied to you guys. We're going to use these craft paints that I got to paint the eyeballs on. So what I found with using these is that they're a little thicker. Well, they're a lot thicker than your Createx paints or your Comarts or Goldens or whatever. And painting eyeballs, it seems like these do a little bit better. So we've got some white here, and all we're going to do is we've got some white, and we've got it down in the cap there from where we shook it up. And all we're going to do is we're going to take a Q-tip. We're going to roll this Q-tip around in this paint. And then we're going to come down here on our paper towel. We're going to roll it around too, so that we kind of get a point formed on that thing. Kind of like that right there. And then we're going to get some paint on the end of that. And we're just going to come right here. Y'all can see that. And we're going to dot that white eyeball on there. We're just going to dot that on there like that. Now the reason we're putting white down is we're going to come back with this red and have a red eyeball on that thing with a black pupil. Alright, we've got that heat set, so we're just going to come back with our red here. We'll dot that on there. And if you got a little white still on there, you just get you a little more paint on your Q-tip. There we go. Got some beady little red eyes now. Let's heat set that, and then we'll be right back, and we will put the black pupils on. Alright, we've got our black here. And it's just craft paint. I think I got it at Walmart or somewhere like that. And we've got our paint the tip. But this time, instead of using a Q-tip, and you could use a Q-tip, I'm going to use this little tool right here. It's one of those things I think they use at the nail salon. But I'm just going to load that thing up with some paint like that. And come right here in the middle. Right like that. And put an eyeball on it. So we're going to come over here to this side. Cleaned it off. We're going to reload it. I think we need a little bit more on that. So let's put a little more paint on that. There we go. Now we got a little black eyeball on there. You can see where he's going. How about that? Alright. So before I put a clear coat on it, I like to let these things set for a day or so. Kind of let that paint cure in there. I don't know. Seems to do better. I don't know. We might go ahead and put it on there. But when we come back, we'll have a cleared out bait. We'll go outside and see what that color shift looks like out there. So we'll see you guys here in a minute. Alright, here we are. Got this thing out here. You can see that. Change the direction of it. It changes color. I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what y'all think about it. I'm Rodney, eFishin. If you guys like this kind of stuff, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you all out on the lake sometime. Or maybe we'll paint another crankbait. I don't know. But it's cold outside. We're out.